How's it going, guys? This is my top 10 Game of Thrones characters. Believe you me, I had trouble writing this list. It was really difficult to get the right characters in order. There's some fantastic people in Game of Thrones, and this is my top 10. Spoiler alert for all 7 seasons of Game of Thrones. Starting off the list is Varys. For me, Varys is an extremely interesting character. I love the way in which he is always changing his allegiances with the houses. It looks like he sits on the fence when it comes to playing the Game of Thrones, but it's crystal clear to see that the only side he is on is his own. At number 9 is Ned Stark. Unfortunately, we only got to see one season following Ned Stark, which is a shame because I would have loved to see more of this character. That said, his death did contribute towards strong character development for other characters and leads to a build-up for the War of the Five Kings and more interesting storylines. At number 8 is the Hound. Sandor Clegane has been a fantastic character to watch. He is a very good blend between his personality and the humorous side that comes out with him. Some of the greatest quotes from Game of Thrones have come from him. We haven't had that much of a way of development from him as much as the other characters, but I always say if nothing's broke, don't fix it. I'm just surprised that he's still alive, to be honest. Number 7 is Jaime Lannister. The transformation of Jaime Lannister over the years has been amazing to watch. His road to redemption has been very fascinating in Game of Thrones. It's going to be interesting to see his fate in the future episodes. Number 6 is Oberyn Martell. It's really unfortunate that he was only in for one season, not even that, about 7 or 8 episodes. That said, he has been one of my favourite characters, being part of one of the most interesting fight scenes I've ever seen in TV history, let alone just in Game of Thrones. He is also part of fascinating fan theories out there, mostly in the books though. In the series you could argue that he was the one that poisoned Tywin, but the show doesn't really get into that. Nevertheless, Oberyn Martell has been one of my favourite characters in Game of Thrones. At number 5 is Tyrion. Yet another character with a really intriguing story in Game of Thrones throughout the years. In Season 7, I'm really looking forward to seeing more of him. I would like to see him reunite with his brother and sister, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see that, because I would imagine Jaime and Cersei will be the death of each other in the end, so I'm not really holding my breath. We haven't seen him with that much power for the past 2 or 3 seasons. Now it's going to be interesting to see him alongside Dany in the fight for Westeros. At number 4 is Jon Snow. Personally, I don't think we're going to see Jon Snow go anywhere for any time soon. After his first death, he's staying till the end for sure, which is great because he is one of my favourite characters in Game of Thrones. At number 3 is Bran. Unfortunately, it looks like Bran is pretty much finished with Game of Thrones, as we don't really see him in the trailer and he hasn't really been in it that much. He was in Season 6 for a little bit. I remember him being with Jaime at Riverrun, but didn't really have that much screen time. Hopefully, if he is in the new series, he has more lines, because everyone needs a Bran. He's so cool, like some of his quotes have been fantastic. His relationship with other characters such as Tyrion and Jaime has been a joy to watch. Number 2, our runner-up, is Joffrey. Got to admit, Game of Thrones just hasn't been the same without the infamous Joffrey Baratheon. As soon as he got killed off as well, Ramsay just replaced him for that love-hate character role. Not saying Ramsay has been bad, just that Joffrey was better. As sick of a character that he was, the scenes that he was in with every other character were so interesting to see. He even made Sansa have a good storyline. Joffrey was so good that he made everyone else around him better and have more interesting stories. And at number 1 is Littlefinger. I love it how it seems that Littlefinger is just on everybody's side, but then just always ends up on the winning team. I like how selfish he is and how much he craves power. He definitely has a master plan up his sleeve. I like it how he just creates chaos for his own personal gain, and how underestimated he is by the other players in the Game of Thrones. Thanks for watching, guys. Shoutouts for today is gonna go to Twin Noobs. Link to his channel is in the vids as per usual, so make sure you guys take 2 seconds out of your day and just go to his channel and give him a sub and a few likes. Speaking of which, please do like the vid and sub and share and hit that notifications. Let's get this channel growing. Thanks for watching again. I've been Daily and I'll see you in the next video.